Welcome back to another edition of JD's YouTube's Top 8. This Top 8 will be looking at action franchises. Just like I said before, this is a franchise video, so you must have 3 or more video or movies. If you don't see something, it's because it didn't land on here or it's not a part of a franchise. So without further ado, let's jump in. Number 8 is the Transporter. The Transporter series, I didn't think I would like, but then I got into them, and they're really good. Jason Statham is a fantastic actor and a fantastic action guy. So, he brings the Transporter series at number 8. Number 7 is another movie franchise I watched as a little kid, Indiana Jones. It was because of Star Wars that I was like, Harrison Ford is like a badass. And then the Indiana Jones movies, I was like, okay, yeah, now he's a badass and he's smart. Watching the skin melt off the skull, and then watching a fight scene where the dude is doing all sorts of moves and stuff, and he just whips out his pistol and shoots him. Harrison Ford brings the Indiana Jones franchise in at number 7. Not counting Crystal Skull. Just no. In at number 6 is Die Hard. For a movie to have a meme come out years later, after the movie, like decades after the movie came out, people still remember yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Like, you can say that and be like, I know what you're talking about, Bruce Willis. So that comes in at number 6, and I enjoyed the Die Hard. Even the ones later on. Samuel L. Jackson, Die Hard with a Vengeance, that was good. Introducing his son into the franchise, I still enjoyed it. But like I said, I'm not that hard to appease, so it had Bruce Willis in it. Again, biased. If you notice that these franchises have a actor, I'm kind of biased too. So, Die Hard, number 6. Number 5 is the Rush Hour franchise. I watched Rush Hour about 100 times. All of them. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. The duo of Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, whoever thought about that, is a genius. Those two together is comedic gold. And of course, you know that Jackie Chan does all his stunts, so again, I'm partial to martial arts. Jackie Chan is one of my favorite martial artists. Talk right. So that comes in at number 5. In at number 4 is Rambo. Wow. First Blood is one of the first movies I can remember watching. Sylvester Stallone. Again, another one of the actors who gets my biased opinion. Rambo is fantastic. I'm running around the woods as a kid pretending to be Rambo, painting up my face, setting up booby traps. Even the newer one, not newer, it's old now. Jeez, I'm old. Mountain Dew come sponsor me. Even the newer, older one, I like that one too. Number 3 is a shocking franchise that came out of nowhere. They just released part 3. The trailers haven't released part 3 yet. But I'm putting John Wick on here at number 3 at the top. The first 2 blew my mind. Like, I couldn't believe this. Keanu Reeves have kind of slipped since The Matrix. I haven't really heard anything, you know what I mean? I mean, he's done some stuff, but then I watched John Wick, and I was blown away. I was blown away by the action sequences. I was blown away by the acting, on how serious he turned it up. Now, this is the guy that I remember being from Ted and Bill's Excellent Adventure, or my personal favorite movie, one of my personal favorite movies, Point Break. Him being that kind of that kind of actor. The Matrix kind of changed it up a little bit, but I think it's at his peak of acting in this movie. So he brings it home. John Wick brings it home at number three. Number two and number one need to have a crossover. Uh, Number two is Beverly Hills Cop. Eddie Murphy is my favorite comedian of all time. Watching Raw and Delirious, oh my lord, I so wanted to be a comedian. Beverly Hills Cop, I've watched 100 times. All of them. I Again, there's another one that I like the sequel better than I like the first one. The running gag about putting banana in the tailpipe. Just Eddie Murphy, uh, comedian, comic genius. So, and at number one, who needs to do a crossover with Beverly Hills Cop is Lethal Weapon. Again, Mel Gibson. I know that as a person in the past decade, he's been, but I know that acting and the person acting in real life are two different things. And I liked his character in Lethal Weapon. I even watching the TV series. I brushed it off. I watched it to watch it fail. I was like, this is not gonna work. It's not the movies. It's not as good as the movies, but I enjoyed it. And then the guy who played um, Murtaugh, or the guy left, and they killed off the character. I understand that there's backstage politics, and he was a horrible, according to everybody he worked with, he was a horrible person to work with. Uh, but the show has picked up, and I'm enjoying it. So, Lethal Weapon, number one action movie franchise all time. Stay tuned for the next top 8. JD, out.